One of the greatest skills you can learn is how to delay gratification. I was just talking to my brother who is graduating from med school in about a month now. This has been a goal of his since he was a little kid. He's always known that he's wanting to be able to help people, and being a doctor was the way that he wanted to do it. For him to get to a point where he can now graduate from med school and say that he is officially a doctor, he had to go to high school, get good grades in high school, get into college, get good grades within college, get into med school, get good grades within med school, pass a bunch of tests while in med school. He had to do rotations where he pretty much worked for free and learned from people who were doing the thing that he was supposed to master before he went into the marketplace. And then he had to apply for residency and talk to a bunch of schools and say, hey, this is why you should hire me. And then eventually someone says, you know what, when you graduate, we'll hire you. And so now he's at a point to where when he graduates in a month, he will be a resident. And what that means is he will make $75,000 for his first year. And then it will slowly increase from there. And he has 3 years until he starts making the big bucks that everybody associates doctors making. That whole process will be over a decade long of dedication and focusing on one effort, on one goal. And most of the time, he saw zero rewards throughout that entire process. It was more work, just more work, more money that you had to pay for school. I was talking to him, and he told me that the most successful doctors and the most successful people that he knows are the people who can study or do the work for very long periods of time without needing to see an immediate reward. Imagine if you were able to take a mindset like that and put it into any goal that you decide to pursue. Because so many people will say, you know what, I want a different life. I want to create this side hustle so that I can have location freedom, so that I can provide for my family, so I could become somebody that the younger version of me would be proud of. And then they start taking action. And in the beginning, it's fun. They're like, yeah, this is a whole new adventure. I don't know what's going on, but I'm going to just keep going. I'm going to learn what I can from YouTube videos, not actually, investing in myself at this point. Just kind of like dipping my toe in the water, trying to see what works. And then after not getting immediate rewards within the first month, 6 months, 12 months, they say, you know what? Actually, maybe this wasn't for me. Maybe I should go back down that path, even though they already know they don't like being on that path. That's why they started the journey in the first place. Too many of us are so dependent on the external world around us to validate the things that we know that we can accomplish within our heads, that whenever the external doesn't immediately bend to the things that we tell it, we say, this wasn't meant for me, and we give up. But like a doctor, and like almost every successful person that has ever walked this earth, if you truly want to be able to succeed, you must put in the time, and you must do it not till you believe you have put in enough work. You must do it to the point where you have put in the work that is required. I have a mentor, and he says two things. One, he says, you must have patience within the long game, but execute like hell in the short game. And what do I mean by that? You must know exactly where you're going and the reality that you want to create. But you have to give it time. You have to realize that great things take time. But in the day-to-day, within the micro, you must execute like hell and pretty much tell yourself, I need it to happen now, without becoming attached to you having it when you believe you need it. But when reality tells you, just being open and knowing that what is meant for you is meant for you, and you will receive it whenever you are ready for it. because reality will never give you more than what you can handle. And so think of each and every single day as you preparing yourself to become the version of you that can handle this reality and not squander it. And the other thing he says is you must pay in full for the life that you want. And he's not talking about money. He's talking about if you truly want to achieve something, you must get around people who have achieved it and do exactly what they did and exactly think how they think. Install their mental syntax so that you can act the way they acted that allowed them to get there. Because we can watch people online and say, oh, well, I'm watching their free content. This is good enough. This will get me there. These tactics they're teaching. And then we will take action from here, thinking that we're on the same level as them or where we need to be to actually be able to achieve something. But in reality, we need to be here. But because we don't have proximity to this person, we don't know that there's this gap. And so when we keep getting results at this level and it's pissing us off that we're not at this level, it's because until you get around people who have actually done the thing, you don't actually know the work that's required. You're taking an educated guess. And that's why everyone in My Shift 2.0 get immediate access to me. They have 24/7 WhatsApp support. We are in constant communication. So whatever there's tweaks within their fitness that needs to happen, if they have questions about meal timing and different things like that, like they don't have to wait. They don't have to wait a week, 2 weeks to be able to get in contact with me. They have immediate access to me. Why? Because it's proximity that matters. You should think of the things that you want and then try your best to be able to get as close to somebody who already has that thing, and then only listen to them and just do exactly what they did. And if you do that, the chances of you or the certainty of you achieving the thing go through the roof. Because now you're not getting pulled in 80 different directions. You only have so much brain power that you can expend each and every single day. And if you use it trying to be like, oh, well, this guy said this person said this person said this person said this. And all of these were just general information that could work, but you have to have like the actual first principles of like everything underneath it to be able to like make it work. Then you're going to be like, oh, well, I can try 80 different things. And you're just going to feel as if you're really working hard, but you're just working in so many different directions that you don't actually move forward. But whenever you get in proximity with somebody who can say, this is the path that you follow, and as long as you follow it, you will achieve the things that you want. And you just do that. You raise the likelihood that you achieve the thing that you want. That's why with doctors, they spend 10 years preparing themselves to be the version of them that can go out into the marketplace and save lives and do surgery or whatever it is that they're looking to specialize in. And they learn from people who are already doing it. That's the fastest way for you to be able to get to where you want to go, but you still have to realize that that's going to take time. And so if you feel like nothing's clicking for you, if you feel like, oh, maybe this wasn't meant for me, maybe you're just in the very beginning of the journey. And because you want something big, it's going to take more time than you actually thought it will. And you have to be okay with that, because what you're doing whenever you get worried or you doubt yourself, it's your current character pulling you into a limited existence, and it's taking you out of your abundance frequency. And to live in an abundance frequency, it says that no matter what, you are fine, because you know that what was meant for you will always be for you. And so even if one thing doesn't go your way, it's okay, because something better is behind the next door. And that's what continues to push you. That's what continues to drive you down your path. Like timelines and telling the reality that it needs to give you something within the ideal time frame that you believe is silly. But just know that by getting around people who have achieved the things that you want to achieve, who have done the things that you want to do, whether that's get in shape, make more money, or whatever it is, and then just continuously showing up every single day, having an aligned mind that allows you to act on the things that your conscious is telling you each and every single morning. That's what's going to move you forward. Asking yourself instead of, oh, why can't this work? Why isn't this for me? Say, what do I need to do to make this a reality? What do I need to do for me to have this thing? What do I need to do to be able to succeed within this? And then execute on it and just keep doing it. And just know that as long as you do that, you will see success. This is a conversation that I had with my brother very recently. And I wanted to share it with you because it's just a great reminder that none of us actually know how long the journey is going to be. We can put parameters or different ideas around it. But our job is not to set the time frame. Our job is to show up as best as we possibly can and continuously do that day in and day out, month over month, year over year, until the things that we want have no choice to be given to us, because now we are the version of ourselves that can have it. Reality will never give you more than what you can handle. So it must first build you into the version of you that you need to become to be able to have the things that you say you want to have. And so always remember that. That's the video for today. I'll see you in the next one.